Hey, welcome to Trussville Pickleball. This is the kitchen, player profiles and interviews for the Trussville Pickleballers. Today I'm here with Forrest Bender and his two sons, Christian and Noah. Well, we are excited to have you guys here and excited to talk to you about how you became interested in pickleball. Forrest, what was your first experience with pickleball?
Well, last Christmas I was looking for something that the family could do. Really, I was looking for something for like driveway type sports, and Amazon came up with a deal on a pickleball net. Had never heard of it. We just typed in pickleball, saw that it was a pretty cool game, bought a set for ourselves, set up actually power washed a court into our driveway, and started playing early spring, and just in our court, and it's all sloped and it kicks crazy ways. And then we saw your signs around. My wife actually saw your signs around Trussville, and we're like, Trussville Pickleball, really? And so then we started kind of researching, well, when can we go? And that's how we kind of launched into this.
Well, that is interesting. I have never heard of someone power washing into the driveway, the lines for the pickleball court. That's the first, I think.
Well, we wanted it to be nice and white, and then we got to the back, and we're like, we already had problems with the lines, and we were taping them, and it wasn't working. So I'm like, well, I've got this power washer. We just power washed clean into the dirt, and it worked out.
That is awesome. So, Christian, tell me about how you've adjusted playing pickleball. Your dad's like, hey, let's play pickleball, and you're like, whoa, what is that?
Well, I mean, I first really heard of pickleball when he got the pickleball net at home, and I went outside, I played a little bit, we just volleyed back and forth, and I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. And then he offered to take me and Noah up to play pickleball around Trussville, and I played it a little bit, and I was like, okay, this is actually a lot of fun. Like, I want to do this again. And so we came back again and again and again, and now we've brought other people into it.
Well, you're the younger one here. How do you feel about playing with your dad and brother? Are you able to keep up with them?
No, not exactly.
Not actually?
Oh, now, give yourself a little more credit than that, bro. You just killed me in there, getting those cross shots. And
You beat me.
well, I know, but you had me running all over the place.
Well,
awesome.
Are you having fun out there, Noah?
Yes.
Awesome. How do you find out more about pickleball? I heard you searched at Amazon.com and found some things. Do you do research at home to learn more about the game, strategy?
Absolutely. My wife is starting to kind of pick on me a little bit because I've started looking at the pros playing on YouTube and some of the little skills drills that they've got going, and I just put it in, and they have some of the gold medal matches from some of the higher tournaments. And I saw how they were playing and the level they were playing at, and compared that to how I was playing my game, and it's like, oh, okay, so that's how it's supposed to go. And so, nowhere near that, of course, but yeah, I haven't really showed either of these guys, but I tried to kind of put a couple of moves on them and just to kind of show them what to do.
Oh, really now?
Yeah, the truth thing.
Hey,
the truth
thanks
comes
for the
out.
info.
Yeah.
Well, how would you compare this to other sports? Christian, how do you play other sports?
I used to when I was young. I wasn't really interested in sports. I wasn't that good at them, mainly. The only real sport that I've ever been good at is this. This is like the first sport that I've picked up and I've not really had issues with.
Okay.
Like, most of the time the other sports just got boring to me. But now this is a lot of fun, and I want to keep on coming back every week to play it. So, yeah.
So, Forrest, in your background,
Sure.
compare this to other sports that you played growing up.
Yeah, I grew up in one of those communities where the NFL, the neighborhood football league, was highly competitive, very intense and very rough. I played a lot. I like 10, 15 years of little league baseball and up to the high school level. And it was always. I played a little bit of tennis. Took some tennis lessons when I was a kid. It was always hot. It was always not a lot of action for any one individual. Baseball, you're pretty much standing in the outfield or standing at your position, and you might do something once every 10 minutes or so. And really the same way with football. Your number's probably not going to get called all that much. But this game really has the element of team play because you play a lot of doubles. But it's also, you're in it all the time. If you're not focused on it, man, you're going to get, it's an awful lot of fun. It's easy to pick up, but it also can go to a really high level, and you can do with it whatever you want to. But my personal background is I grew up playing sports, loved playing sports, but this is the kind of thing that I mean, I've seen the stratum all the way from a lot of really old, fairly old people that actually move around pretty good now and play a good game and play a strategic game, to very young kids like Noah here. And I don't know what to say. It's been a pleasant addition to our sporting life. I had gotten out of sports altogether because I really can't play league softball, and I can't play league men's flag football, and I can't play basketball. I'm not a particularly good basketball player. I don't really like it. And this is something, I try to stay in shape. I've got other family members that I need to stay in shape for and strong for. And, this is, working out kind of sucks, and I like playing to stay fit. And so that's my personal, what I really get out of, one of the things that I get out of it.
Well, that's awesome. So you found something that you can stay fit, participate with your sons. And how often do you guys get to play?
Once a week, about depends on this one, because he's our driver. So.
Yeah. Well, we made a deal with Mom that we have a special needs son at the house, and we don't try to stay away from the house too much. I'm highly involved in his life as well, of course, but to spend time with these guys, we've made a deal with her that we get to spend 3 hours up here once a week. And
Christian, you said earlier that you helped bring some people in, and so what words of advice do you give and get people interested in the sport besides just knowing?
The first thing that they always say is, pickleball sounds like a boring sport, or I don't want to go play, or no, I don't have the time, sorry. I'm always like, look, no, like half of the community, well, not half, but a lot of the people out there are people my age and Noah's age, so we have people to play with. And then there's also the adults and the older people out there that play as well. So it's a very diverse age group. So if you can kind of fit in anywhere you want. You can fit in there. You can play super up. You can play low. You can do whatever you want. I don't know. I got one person in so far, and I've only been playing for a month or so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we've already got somebody playing, and they're addicted. They thought they were going to be super bored with the sport. They were just going to sit and watch, but now they're addicted. And
it is a pretty addictive game. That's one thing that everybody comments about coming into it. Well, what other things would you like to see in Trussville specifically with pickleball? How would you like to see it grow? Things of that nature.
I don't know if it's too much to ask. I mean, at this point, considering the size of the community, but into the future, I mean, the things that I've seen on YouTube, there are some tremendous facilities that are dedicated to. They may be combo tennis and pickleball, but pickleball courts in that outdoor setting, it adds a different element to the game. I'd love to see 1, 2, 3 small courts maybe adjacent to some of the tennis courts. That would be terrific. The more opportunities that there are to play, the more we're going to play.
Yeah.
So sometimes some of the opportunities in Trussville are during the day, and so there's just no way to get to them. So opportunities in the evenings would be ideal for us anyways. Get off work and then bring the boys out to play.
Okay. Well, in closing, do you guys have any other additional comments that we haven't covered? Things about pickleball, things about you guys play at the Civic Center and have played at, I believe, First Baptist Trussville as well. Right. Mm-hmm. Are there any comments for those people that you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'd like to say that, if I've seen groups of 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 come in and play exclusively just in their own little group and have a tremendous time. It's almost like a date night, but with a bunch of friends, and so they kind of do their thing. And then I've also seen just 20 people show up and everybody just sort of match themselves up, and it's a nice community sport. It's an open community. Okay, so you can come as a onesie and just kind of come in and people will welcome you in and show you how to play the game. I guess what I'm boiling it down to is, if you don't have to bring your paddle. They're usually, every place that I've ever been had paddles for people to borrow. You don't have to have a ball. You just have to have some sneakers and a little bit of time and the effort and the willingness to get up and move around a little bit and learn a deceptively easy, difficult, fun, addictive game. But man, come out. It's so much fun. That's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you on the court soon.